guys, welcome to my channel Vinyl Beauty, or welcome back. I'm Debbie if you don't know me, and if you do know me, do you remember me? It's been a long time, I know. I haven't filmed at all in 2024. It's now August. I don't know where the time went or quite how that happened, but we're going to go into it a little bit in this video. I really wanted to have a catch up with you, and I want to relaunch my channel for spooky season. You know how much I love the creativity of Halloween, and I love fall makeup, I love Christmas makeup, so I didn't want to miss out on doing all of that. But I feel like I sort of owe you guys an explanation, and I want to sort of get back into the zone of filming again. It's kind of a bit weird, I feel really rusty, so thought we could have a catch up, as I say, a bit of a get ready with me, just a chill video. And I've got some new makeup to play with as well, which you might find a little bit interesting. So we've got the Arrtitude Cosmetics Metamorph palette that I'm going to play with in this one. I've also got the MadWitch Cosmetics Scorpio Hot blush palette, and I've been buying some Bunny as well. I've got quite a few of the palettes, but we're not playing with those today. But I've got the Noctilucent Highlight palette, which I hear great things about. So we're going to be trying those out in this video, and as I say, just having a catch up. So without further ado, I'm going to bring you in closer and we'll get started. Hey guys, let's get some makeup on this face. I've not worn makeup very much at all this summer, or this year at all. I could probably count the times I've worn makeup on one hand, literally. Really only when I've been going out or whilst I was on holiday, and even then I don't wear much. But I did buy this foundation, which is the Tom Ford Stick Foundation, to take on holiday because I thought it's a great idea for packing, right? It's not going to spill in the case. Then I never used it, so we're going to try that. It's in the shade 3.5 Ivory Rose. I think it'll be a good colour for me based on my skin tone. I bought it online, so no idea really, but we're going to give that a go. And it's extremely hot in here. That's another reason why I've wanted to get back into filming for a month or so, but it's been so damn hot in here. Like, this is the box room in my house. I've got a 3-storey house, and obviously you can't have the window open when you're filming because then you can hear all the noise outside, and with the lights on it's so warm. And yeah, just hope this makeup doesn't slide off my face, but I think the colour of that is going to be okay. It's quite a luxurious sort of texture for a stick. Sometimes I find stick foundations to be a little bit drying, but that feels quite a nice consistency. So yeah, how have you guys been? I put up a community post to say I was coming back, and I was just so like encouraged when I saw that you guys did remember me and that you wanted me to come back. I fully intended to come back after my cruise at Christmas, and then I'd done a Black Friday haul, and then I was like, do I want to put that up because it's like it's now January, no one's going to care. Just had loads of doubts about like what content to do. And so I didn't film, and then just more and more time went by, and I just thought, do you know what, I'm going to have a break from it because I just wasn't really enjoying makeup in the same way. I think I'd got a little bit jaded to it. As I've said a few times before, I feel like the makeup community has changed so much, and there's a lot of sell for all the new. I just don't fit into that, and so I just stopped watching a lot of makeup content. And then if you're not consuming makeup content, you sort of don't want to buy it so much, which is great for my bank balance actually. I've bought a lot less this year, which has enabled me to save for some exciting holidays that I've got coming up. As you guys know, I've got some cruises that I'm going to be going on. One this year actually, or end of this year. Just a week in the Canaries, but they cost a lot of money, and makeup costs a lot of money if you're financing your own channel. I don't do any PR whatsoever, no code, nothing like that, so everything you see me use on this channel I've paid for with my own money, so I think it was good for me just to have a break from it. I've got no concealer, so I'm hoping I can kind of use this but a bit more like densely around my eyes. I need to buy some concealer. I don't know what to buy because I find at the moment when I have used concealer it's really like settling into these creases I've got here now, and it just doesn't look very attractive. It actually looks worse than not having any concealer. Doesn't look too bad. I look very shiny though at the moment. I think this is quite a dewy finished foundation. I don't have any new powder either, so trusty MAC skin finish that I love, which has got a sizable pan in it. but I have owned it for about 5 years. So it's lasted me well. I will buy a new one of these though, because I do love this. I like pressed powder these days a lot more than loose powder. I am going to put it on quite thick because, as I say, we're super shiny because of the heat in here. So what have I been getting up to whilst I've been away then, and I've not been doing the makeup thing? Well, as I said, I've not really been watching any makeup content, so I'm totally out of the loop. I've been catching up in the last week or so, or a couple of weeks, just to kind of see what's been going on. And obviously I see posts on Instagram, but I'm not really au fait with all the news as such. But what I did do in March time, I bought an unlimited pass for Cineworld, and I've been taking myself on cinema dates and just going on my own mostly, and I've loved it. I really have enjoyed it. It's quite freeing because you can go and see whatever you like, and you don't have to worry like if anyone else is going to enjoy it, so it's great. Just came in with my contour book, you know the drill guys. I'm so boring. I just like the things I like. I think that's also the problem for me. Like, I see everybody else and they're using new things all the time. I just develop favourites and I don't want to use anything else then, but I suppose that's really boring for like the viewer in a sense, because you're not seeing anything new being used on my channel. But as I say, I've got a few new bits to try in this one. But I love this contour book because you can mix the shades and get the exact same, or the exact shade that you really want, that has the right level of cool, because a lot of contours just are too warm for me, I think. I'm just going to quickly nip off and do my brows. It takes a long time and I don't want this video to be super long. Okay, brows are on. Got a new bronzer to try. I know I don't use bronzer very much, but got this one from Nabla. I love these like Nabla blushes in this compact like this. I thought I'd try one of the bronzers. I had an amazing sale. This one's in the shade Ambra. If you're from the UK and thinking of shopping on the Nabla website, I can highly recommend it. I ordered these and they've come from Italy in 2 days, and the shipping was free over a certain amount. I can't remember what I said. I bought 3 of the stylos, you know, the Cupid arrow stylos like this. I bought 3 of the new colours because they were buy 2 and get a third free. I bought 1 blush and this bronzer, and that took me over like the shipping limit. But as I say, super impressive how quickly it came. I literally like dispatched it on the same day within about 2 hours of the order, which I'm not used to that with indie brands. They're quite a big brand, I think, but I love their products, how they melt into the skin. It's made in Italy, of course, so it's very nice formulation as well. I think this is the perfect bronzer colour for me. I'm a little bit deeper complexion than I usually am because of having been on holiday a couple of times this year. I went to Ironapa in Cyprus in April. That was beautiful. Wasn't hot, but we had like, I don't know, 24, 25 degrees C, and yeah, just my perfect weather really. And then we went to Mallorca for a week, which I hadn't been since I was a child. I wanted to go back because it's one of my dad's favourite places to go, so I'd always wanted to go back there and sort of reminisce a little bit. And we went to Alcudia. It was beautiful. We're going to Kefalonia in 2 weeks time, so we've been living the dream with some holidays, which has been lovely. Right, we're going to do blush next. This is MadWitch Cosmetics' new blush palette called the Scorpio Hot. Just look at the artwork on this. It's absolutely adorable. This is what got me. This is why I got it. The beautiful cat in the scorpion suit, and just the combination of the purples and oranges on here. And the shades look gorgeous. I love an orange blush, so I bought it more for the reddy sort of colour and the orange. But I think we're just going to use the neutral sort of pinky shade today. I have a feeling these are going to be pretty pigmented. Oh, that shade's fine. They are pigmented though, because that's the lightest shade in there. But I like that it's got a warm toned pinky blush. It's got like a lilac-y tone. There's a really nice rusty shade that would be perfect for fall. I just thought the selection of shades in here are perfect. Now, if you don't know of this brand, it's owned by Not Your Basic Steph on YouTube, and she's from the UK, but this shipped from the States, but it is her brand. but it came super fast and free shipping to the UK when I bought this, and I was able to use a code, so it cost less than £20. I was like, that's incredible for 6 blushes. And I really like the flush that's giving. It's kind of enough blush without being crazy, but pigmented enough, just what you want in a blush really. And then we have the Noctilucent Highlighter palette from Bunny. Now, everybody raves about this so much, don't they? And I've been super curious, but because Bunny costs a fortune to get shipped from the States, I didn't get it. And now Glisten Cosmetics in the UK are stocking Bunny. And not only that, if you spend over £50, you get 25% off, and it takes you over the free shipping limit, which is £40. So yeah, there were some bargains to be had, and there were some sale items as well. So I bought a few palettes. I'll do a little haul, I think, in my next video and show you what I've been buying. But this is the palette, and it's one of these that you're never going to see the shifts in it. It's just impossible to show. It probably just all looks white apart from the pink one here. But we're going to be using this one, which is phenomenal. It has got like a pale pink shift to it. And from what I've seen other people say, these are like super smooth antiques. Well, they are. They've got glitter in them, but not like sort of glitter particles. It's smooth, if that makes sense. Lovely topper for that blush though. So next up we've got the Arrtitude Cosmetics Metamorph palette. And again, it's a UK indie brand. I think this is the most beautiful palette they've done to date. This is really what tempted me to get really back into makeup when I saw this. I was just like, wow, this is gorgeous. So this is the artwork on the front, and it's a bit of a smaller palette for the brand, and I think that's such a smart decision. It's kind of my perfect size, like 12 to 16 shades. You've got enough to be able to do things with, but not too much, so it's still a created colour story. Obviously a butterfly theme to it. Super beautiful. Lots of different finishes in here too. But looking at all these colourful shades, and I'm thinking I want to do a fairly neutralish look today, because I've seen everyone use all of the greens and purples. I just want to do something a bit different. So I'm going to prime with my Juvia's Place primer, my iPrep iPrime. So besides doing the cinema, the only other thing I've really been working on doing is reading a lot more. I bought myself a new Kindle. I've had a Kindle for years, but mine was like really bad. It just kept like freezing. It wouldn't download books, and so I treated myself to a new one, and I've been obsessed with reading just lately. So I've been doing that, which just transports you to another world, doesn't it? It's really good for you, I think, to read. So I've been getting back into that. Also been playing my Nintendo Switch. I picked that up again, having not played it since, well, probably 2021, since I was obsessed with Animal Crossing. I wanted to try Disney Dreamlight Valley and became obsessed with that. I think I've got about 120 hours in that game. I played a few other games too. So I've been getting into that a lot, and that I find really relaxing. I've not been watching any TV really. As I say, I'm just going out to the cinema, just seeing movies when they come out. And other than that, I've been trying really hard to lose a bit of weight, because when you get in your 50s it's so much more difficult. Like I could just alter a little bit what I ate, you know, just like not have chocolate for a while or crisps or whatever, and it would just fall off me. Now it's so difficult. But we had a bit of a health scare in the family, so my father-in-law had a heart attack whilst we were in Cyprus. He's fine, he's gotten over it and everything. I had to have some stents fitted, but it really like shocked my husband, and he's never wanted to go on a diet before, which has kind of stopped me doing it because we eat the same. But he's really invested in it now, and we've both been like walking 6 to 8 miles a day, which I always walked a lot anyway, but really cut down on what we eat, we're eating the right things, and I just feel so much better. I've lost about 8 pounds already, which it's been slow progress. Like we've been doing this since April, but I think that's the way to do it, like slow and steady. And yeah, I don't cut anything out as such, but I'm just eating like a lot more healthy, and yeah, feeling really good. Alright, from this palette then, as I say, I want to go a little bit more neutral. I'm not going in the blues or anything, you know that. So I'm going to start with Monarch, this shade here. I think this is a beautiful transition shade. I want to take that from inner to outer and quite high. I'm going to do pretty much of a halo eye kind of situation, I think. That's more pigmented than I give it credit for. I thought that was going to be a lighter sort of wash of colour, but that's fine. This is probably going to be quite dramatic because you know me. But I'm not going to be going in with the multi-chromes or whatever in here. Oh, I have bought the 3 palettes from Cliona, the Archeo, Paleo, what's the other one called? There's 3 anyway. I bought all 3 of those because I missed out on them before when they were the hand painted, like limited edition ones. The Oceano is new, it's Oceano, Paleo, Archeo, that's it. So I bought all 3 of those. Not played with them yet. I've had them for a little while. I'm just going to spend a bit of time just fluffing around the edges of that and just blending it into the primer a bit. That primer's quite a light one, so just want to make sure that we haven't got stark white going on there, that we are blended out. Alright, I'm going to start with the shade Moth on the inner and outer, but I'm going to deepen up with Emperor, so we'll end up with a sort of mauvey look, I think. So as I say, I'm going to take Moth, the outer corner and inner corner. Just work that in. Bring it up a little bit higher than my natural crease line so we can see that one in the look, but I'll keep the Emperor shade lower. Don't want to look too crazy. I've got a cinema date with my husband today. We're going to see Borderlands, which has had about the worst Rotten Tomatoes score of any film I've ever seen. I think it's got like 1 out of 10, so that doesn't bode well, does it? Apparently people that know the computer game, which my husband will, I don't, but they haven't said it's very good, but other people have said it's okay, so I might be alright. We went to see the M. Night Shyamalan film Trap last week. We both thought that was terrible. But it's given us plenty to talk about because the whole way home we were just saying about how terrible it is. I won't spoil it for you if you haven't seen it, but it's got more plot holes than a calendar, honestly. It's just really, really bad. It's kind of entertaining. I mean, it kept my interest all the way through, but it's like, yeah, you can't take it seriously in any way, shape or form. And he's come a long way downhill since The Sixth Sense, in my opinion. So yeah, that's really all I've been doing, just working out a bit, eating good, playing the Switch, reading and relaxing, making cocktails when it's been nice weather, and staying away from makeup. But as I say, I do feel a lot more inspired just lately, and I think it's just when it starts to get to this time of year, which is my time of year for makeup more so, then I get a bit more interested. But just drag that Moth shade just onto the lower lash line just a little, so that we connect up in this outer corner. But I don't want to go all the way across with that. So I've not done anything creative with makeup in a while, so this could turn out alright, or I could have just forgotten how to do makeup altogether. We will find out. Just taking that original Singe brush just to fluff around the edges of that. Angelica's got a new release coming this week. Does anyone know what it's likely to be? That's quite exciting. I'm interested to see what that will be. As I say, I just want to take Emperor, this mauvey purpley deep shade in the corner there, and just deepen up but lower down, so more on my lid, and just bring a bit of purple to the look. And then I'm just going to take a clean blending brush and just kind of smush everything together. I'm leaving things open in the middle so that I can give us plenty of room for those shimmers. And I'm going to put a shimmery shade on the lower lash line, I think, as well. So I think what I'm going to do is take the shade Floral, this duochrome here, on the inner and outer part of the lid, and then I'm going to use that one as the topper in the centre. I'm just taking a little bit of NYX Glitter Primer just through the centre of the lid there, just to make everything pop to the most it can. And then taking that shade Floral, as I say, on the inner and outer part of the halo, just to help to give us a bridge between that and that centre shade I'm going to want to use. I think this would look better all over the lid, because whenever you're using a multi-chrome, I think that's what you need to do so you can see all the shift in it, but no, it still looks nice. It's a beautiful shade. I think Arrtitude's formulas are improving with every palette. I think Rex, who owns the brand, works so hard to improve the brand, as I say, but she's always been good. I mean, the campaigns, the product shots, everything is top tier for a small indie brand. So I'm happy to support, and yeah, I really thought this was a beautiful, beautiful colour story as well, in a curated package. A bit of colour and a bit of more neutral as well. When I placed the order, I got some silicone tipped brushes. I don't know if you call it a brush applicator. And I thought that'd be good for that cocoon shade because it's a bit more of a flaky shade. So we're just going to use that just to apply that because I don't like using my fingers. Yeah, I think that's working quite well. It is smushing the pan up a bit though. I think I will use my finger. It's that sort of shade that you're not going to probably pick up too well on a brush. But it's got some beautiful blue reflex in it. It feels a bit kind of super shock to the touch, a little bit wet feeling. It's the only one in the palette that's squishy like that. But it's super, super pretty. Don't know if you guys can see it kind of glistening and glinting there. Just going to go back in with that original brush that we started with just to kind of bring that through the crease a little bit so we haven't got it just sort of stopping there. I'm going to take Floral again on the lower lash line. Just thought it might be interesting just to have a bit of shimmer down there. And then I'm going to take Renew for the inner corner. Okay, this is everything so far. Just going to hop off camera for mascara, something in my waterline and a lip, and I'll be back to show you the finished look. Okay, so this is our finished look. Finished it off with the Nabla Cupid Stylo number 13, the Mauve one, which is one of the new ones in my waterline. Doesn't show up a great deal, but it's sort of quite complementary to the look, I think. And then I've got the first outing for the Dark Star mascara. It's in the Star Wars packaging from Pat McGrath. I've had this a while, just haven't used it. And then for lips today, I've gone in with the Glamlite Chucky Lip Kit, lip liner and the lipstick, which I'm impressed with. I think it's, yeah, it's not as nude and neutral as I thought it would be. It's like, with the lip liner, it's still got enough intensity, because you know me, I don't like my lips to be ultra nude or neutral, but yeah, it's quite an interesting combo when it's both on, because the lip liner is slightly darker, you can sort of almost ombre it a bit. And I love the consistency of the lipstick. It's kind of like a cream sheen kind of consistency to it, like the Colourpop Luxe lipsticks that I like. So yeah, really like this. So some quick thoughts on the things I've tried out today as well. The MadWitch blush palette, I've only used one shade, but I just love the look of this. I can't wait to play with this some more. I love blush, and I really want to try that orange shade next. That's going to be perfect for like Halloween time. And I love the look of that rusty shade as well. They're all so beautiful. Probably not the pink, like bright pink's not so much my jam, but the rest of them, yeah, gorgeous. That cool tone lavender is going to be beaut. Yeah, really pleased I've got this. The Noctilucent palette, obviously I've only tried one of the shades. It's so reflective and pretty. And they do have such a shift in them. They're really magical. I can see why people love this. Just can't show you what it looks like. It's impossible to show you on camera. And then last but not least, we've got this beautiful Metamorph palette from Arrtitude, and yeah, this is stunning. This is the way to go, I think, for the brand. Smaller created colour stories with a multitude of different finishes, and yeah, to get like a couple of multi-chromes in there and a really ultra reflective kind of textured shadow, some traditional shimmers, some sparkly sort of topper shimmers, and some really buttery creamy mattes in there, all for the price that it was. I think it's around about £40, I can't remember now, but it's affordable for the kind of quality that it is, because I think palettes are just going up so much now because of all of these formulations that are in there. You know, all of your multi-chromes are expensive to formulate, but this was still affordable but special in my eyes. So yeah, really impressed so far. Can't wait to play with this some more. Perhaps do something a bit more colourful with it next time. Now I've sort of got back into the swing. I just wanted to do something that was in my comfort zone that I know I could create really easily, because it's been a while, as I say. Now I can't promise I'm going to become consistent, because I never do I? But I do want to be on YouTube a lot more than I've been of late. I mean, obviously this is my first video this year, so going to try and upload at least once a week now going forward, and a lot more when we get towards spooky season. So I think the next video I'll film will just be a haul, just catching you up with some of the things I've been buying through the year that I've not even tried yet, because I've kind of been waiting to come back to use them. So we can go through that. I can show you what I've got, and then we can decide between us what we want to focus on between sort of now and when spooky season starts. You know, do you want to see the Cleona, for example, or do you want to see me use some of the Blend Bunny palettes? Or some of the other things I've got. I've got some things in the background there you've probably noticed from Glamlite. I've got the Kiss collection, I've got the Betty Boot collection, so I've got loads of things you haven't seen me play with. I've also got the Moonshroom palette from Luna Beauty, so we'll look at it all in a lot more detail in a haul, and yeah, that'll probably be my next video. But I just want to say a big thank you to everyone for being so encouraging when I said I was going to come back. It really means the world that you've stuck around. I didn't think many of you would stay subscribed, and I was amazed to see that my numbers haven't really dropped that much. I've only dropped today because whenever I upload, that's what happens. Honestly, just thank you so much for sticking around. Sorry that I'm so flaky and I'm just not being here, but yeah, I'm a bit more enthused again. I think I needed that break. I've been doing makeup YouTube for 5 years now, and I've seen a lot of my friends leave and not come back, so I'm proud that I've sort of taken that break and I've come back to doing it. So yeah, that's all I've got to say for this one, but hope you're keeping safe and well, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.